Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. He's got it inside the 15. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the Pitt Panthers offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds. Around him.
It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. the offense. Looking for space, it's Selden. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires the pass, intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run.
Number 6.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After that last pick, David, they really need... And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way find a way to get that receiver or running back the ball in his hands, and the QB couldn't get it.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Clemson looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the... To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looking to throw on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop. Sends it downfield. And the pass hits. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Roberts. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just all kinds of room to the right. Pass to 30. Pass to 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They have...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out in the air and sends it the other way.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in...
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Hands it off. Powers through the defender. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
That's the end of the first quarter. What's the score? Clemson, 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. On the run, it's Roberts. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, get those safeties playing deep, and that's going to open up your running game later on.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Vols are in the hurry-up. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Touchdown ball! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Air Force. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got him bent deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Clemson jumps to the line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Here comes the offense on second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Across the 45. He's loose. Running inside the 20.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
28, Tennessee, 21.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get it?
Snatches it on the right. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
The AT unit on the field. right down the boulevard. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one as the tackle is finally made.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Roberts.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Makes the grab. It's Roberts. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Clemson is quick to the line. To the air on first down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And back to the air on second down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits, makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Fires left. And that pass intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Escapes the sack. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He wants to go deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Touchdown Volunteers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. And now the hit knocks it loose. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They feed him again. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Finds his man. It's Hawkins. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The short hands, it's Roberts. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Fires toward the end zone. Got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Slams ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will give him the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short. He can make plays.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. And the Vols want to move quickly. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20. And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every...
Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Vols are marching down the field. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Was to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Third and goal from way back there. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Plows through the defense. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Roberts. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss, keep up a bunch of yards, and maybe get a big play out of it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Of 2. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And that's a really good example of making the first thing first. What I mean is, you worry about milking the clock? No. How about taking care of the ball?
No doubt. In this 2-minute situation, right, with the game on the line, ball security has just got to be at a premium. It's mistakes like that cost you games.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop it from getting the first down. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
The completion well past the sticks. Touchdown, Clemson. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
That makes the score Clemson 49.
Just about set to kick it away.
Number 81 set to kick this one.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on." Running toward the tape. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got him downfield. Off he goes. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unleashes one. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Makes a catch past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Working that left side. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
Got a man. It's Brown.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. on the option. Now the toss. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers pick up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Coming after it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. They're trying to get to it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Going up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Selden. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And that is a big one. Not content to go to overtime. They're going to try to get into position to win it here.
Great execution there on that throw by the QB and his intended target. Keeping this drive going, getting chunks of yards, trying to get themselves in position to win.
Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. He wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Get it out on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He'll throw on 3rd down. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he's going to have to reach to the bottom of his toenails and muster every ounce of kicking force he's got to try to win the game. That is no good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys.
Regulation with the score all time.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Makes a man miss. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Touchdown, Clemson! They jump on top here in OT. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
Yeah, no monkey business. 1st down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. I mean, just have a day already. He's right on the cusp of 500 yards through the air.
And I know he did an outstanding job all week long in practice, watching film and taking every rep seriously and personally on the practice field building up to this one, because he's barely made any mistakes today.
On the ground. Touchdown, Volunteers! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to take off.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's now third down.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to